Hi, I'm Christine Belling with BriteCo, and today we are talking about something that sounds almost too good to be true. There are places in the United States where you can actually dig for real gemstones, and if you find something, you may be able to keep it. Diamonds, emeralds, opals, topaz, quartz, jade, depending on where you go, your next road trip could turn into a real treasure hunt. And this isn't just a cute tourist activity. It's called rock hounding. And people travel all over the country hoping to uncover something rare, beautiful, or valuable. So today, I'm walking you through 6 public gemstone mining spots, what you can find there, and the biggest do's and don'ts before you start digging. Let's start with one of the most famous public gemstone sites in the country, Craters of Diamonds State Park in Murfreesboro, Arkansas. This is such a unique place because it's known as the only place in the world where the public can search for real diamonds in their original volcanic source. Visitors can bring their own mining equipment or rent tools at the park, then search across a 37-acre volcanic crater surface. And yes, whatever you find is yours to keep. People have found white, yellow, and brown diamonds here, along with other stones like amethyst, garnet, jasper, agate, and quartz. The park has also produced some major finds, including Uncle Sam, the largest diamond ever found in the United States, weighing more than 40 carats. So if you've ever wanted to say, I found this diamond myself, Arkansas might be your place. Next is Emerald Hollow Mine in Hiddenite, North Carolina. This one is especially exciting because it's known as the world's only public emerald mine. And there are a few different ways to search. You can use the sluice way, where you wash through buckets of material from the mine. You can prospect in the creek that runs through the property, or you can dig in designated areas. The article notes that the tools are included with your permit price, which makes this a little more approachable if you're new to the whole gemstone hunting experience. And while emeralds are the headline, they're not the only thing you might find. Visitors might also find aquamarine, sapphire, garnet, topaz, amethyst, citrine, rutile, tourmaline, quartz, and hiddenite. Hiddenite is especially cool because it's named after Hiddenite, North Carolina, and it's closely tied to the location. So if you're more of an emerald person than a diamond person, this is definitely one to add to your list. Now let's talk about a few spots that feel made for gemstone lovers who want something a little different. In Denino, Nevada, Royal Peacock Opal Mines lets visitors mine for opals during the summer, weather permitting. You're encouraged to bring gear like picks, shovels, rakes, buckets, though the site may have limited rentals available. Then there's Topaz Mountain Adventures in Delta, Utah. The site offers recreational mining and prospecting tours, including public and private options. A guide takes visitors to claim sites where recent blasting and digging can improve the chances of finding something interesting. In Montana, Crystal Park Picnic and Mineral Collection Area is a more low-key option. It sits at about 8,000 feet in elevation in southwest Montana, with quartz crystals spreading across a large site and certain areas open for digging. Visitors may find smoky quartz, amethyst, and other varieties. Each of these places has a very different feel. So before you go, check what's open, what tools are allowed, and what kind of experience you want. Now, one of the most scenic options on the list is Jade Cove Trail in Big Sur, California. This one is different because it's not an official mining site or a park. It's a hiking trail that's known as a place where people may look for jade. But there's rules. The area is protected by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, so you cannot actively dig there. According to the article, if you see a piece of jade that's easily accessible, you may be able to take it home, but you should not disturb the protected environment. This is where it's really important to research before you go. Not every beautiful outdoor area allows collecting, and in national parks, removing gems, rocks, or fossils is illegal. So the big takeaway is, don't assume. Check the official rules, respect the land, and make sure your treasure hunt doesn't harm the environment. Before you head to a public mine, there are a few things you really want to think through. First, dress appropriately. Wear sturdy, closed-toe shoes, comfortable clothes, and layers that might make sense for the weather. Many of these sites are outdoors, rugged, dusty, muddy, hot, cold, or all of the above, depending on the season. You may also want to bring water, snacks, sunscreen, and a backpack, especially if the site has limited facilities. Second, check the equipment rules before you arrive. Some sites rent tools, some include tools with your permit. Some allow outside equipment, others may restrict what you can bring. Third, train your eyes. Look for colors, look for shapes and textures that seem different from the surrounding dirt or rock. A bright color or smooth, glassy texture could be a clue that something interesting is there. And finally, be patient. You may not find something valuable right away or at all, but the experience is a part of the fun. Now let's cover what not to do. Do not ignore the site rules. Every mine, park, trail, or quarry has its own guidelines, and they're there to protect visitors and the landscape. Some sites are remote. Some have uneven terrain. Some may have wildlife, extreme temperatures, or areas that are unsafe to access. So stay where you're allowed to be, use the tools you're allowed to use, and don't dig where digging is prohibited. Also, don't assume you can collect from any public land. Again, national parks do not allow visitors to remove gems, rocks, or fossils. And don't skip identification. If you find something and you're not sure what it is, ask an on-site expert if one is available. You can also check with a jeweler, appraiser, or gem and mineral club. Because before you get too excited about your treasure, you want to know what you actually found. Public gemstone mining is one of those activities that combines travel, adventure, patience, and a little bit of luck. Maybe you find a diamond, maybe you find a quartz, maybe you find a story you'll be telling for years. But if you do uncover something special, or if you already have gemstones and jewelry you care about, it's important to think about protection. Have your gemstones and jewelry appraised, especially if it's believed you found something valuable. Then consider specialized jewelry insurance to help protect against things like loss, theft, damage, or mysterious disappearance. With BriteCo jewelry insurance, you can check your price online in about 60 seconds. So whether your favorite piece came from a jewelry store, a family member, a bucket of dirt at a public mine, make sure it's protected. Would you ever go gemstone hunting? Tell us which mine you'd visit first in the comments, and follow BriteCo for more jewelry tips, gemstone stories, and ways to protect the pieces you love.